convert a post from the classic editor to the block editor. If you have the classic editor installed, it annotates your post here for you so you can see whether you've made it in the block editor or the classic editor, as you see here. With the classic editor plugin installed, it gives you the option of opening it in the block editor and classic editor. If you haven't already converted it, by default it will open the classic. So we're going to go ahead and open this post. You can see that it opens up in the classic editor here. We're also going to go and view the post just to see what it looks like before we convert anything. So very standard post, there's an image or some content. If you had a recipe card, it would be in here as well. If we go into here with the classic editor installed, we have the option to switch to block. So we're going to go ahead and switch to the block editor. Once we're in the block editor, it's the exact same post, but what they've done is you have the block editor outline up here, and the content is in a classic editor block. So what you have is basically a giant area where your existing content stays. The first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and convert this classic editor block into separate blocks. So there's a little feature here, convert to blocks. When you click on the three dots, go ahead and click that. And what this does is it breaks paragraphs into their own little blocks. Same thing with the headings, they get a little block. This read more tag has its own little block. And what this is basically chunking out the content. So it's all going to be exactly the same. It saves it to the database a little bit different, but we're going to go ahead and update this, switch back to the front end and do a refresh, and everything should be exactly the same. So converting something to the block editor doesn't actually change anything.